Hello, my name is Eduardo. This is Novoa. I do my speech over my grandfather, Jesus Novoa. My middle name is named after him. My grandfather was a good man. He was funny, he was caring, he was always there, and he was a good person. And he was a great storyteller. And we also all miss him. He was born in June 8th, 1951 at Hilapan, Mochigmacan. It's a hard thing to say. His parents had a bakery where they would make bread, donuts, and cakes. There was also a part of the bakery that was attached to the house. My grandpa's dad was a personal baker for the president of Mexico at the time. His name was Don Lorenzo Cardenas. That was the president's name. The white and blue buildings together were the house and the bakery. Back then, they were both white. The bakery is where the yellow is. There was a lot of stories that my grandfather had about when he was a kid, and they were really funny every time. There was one story that I cannot say, but there is another I can. He was making a bet with his friend over some pencils back then in Mexico. Pencils are very expensive. There was a man who got a new truck. He would wash it every day and always brag about it. And my grandpa and his friend grew very tired about it. So they made a deal. And if my grandfather would go over to that guy's truck without him knowing and take a crap on it, his friend would give him the pencils and have a good laugh. My grandfather was a crazy man. When my grandpa came to the U.S., he was only 18. After me and my grandma in a nightclub, there was like a whole line of women. My grandma was the only one who said yes to dance with them until they met. Year after, I'm pretty sure they got married. Year after knowing each other, they got married. He got a job as a Delta Cargo supervisor. He got a house in LA, Gardena, where I was raised. In 1976 or 77, where they had it, they bought another house where I was raised in, and then they bought another house on the street. He had two sons, my dad and my uncle. My uncle was born in September 17th, 1973. My dad was born in May 2nd, 1978. There's another story I was told. My grandpa was very sick. But technically he got better. He was sick with his kidneys. But they were failing, and he was doing treatment, but it was not working. Excuse me. So my grandpa was going to give up, but when I was born, and when he saw me, he started to fight. And after a while, he got better, and I guess you could say because of me, he was still around. My grandfather was fine after a while, but then his kidneys were starting to fail again, and then he was sick, and he got pneumonia, and he didn't, I guess, tell anyone, and so when my dad found him, they rushed him to the hospital. They were playing I wasn't there, though, but the last thing he said when he was still conscious was "Caron, mis pantalones," which means stubborn, in my pants. I'm using the word stubborn because the action is a cuss word. I'm not going to say that. Or for what I've been told, that's what that means. But he only said it because he was very skinny because of his meds and his health condition, and he was old. But when my dad got him to the car, my grandpa's pants fell down, and that's why he said that. I after a while, he passed away, and I did say goodbye, but I still miss him, and we all do. That's it.